Hello, everyone. My name is Ava Files, and I am a 17-year-old rising senior studying international affairs and global security with a pre-law minor at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I will graduate as the youngest in university history this spring. I first attended Youth Tour in 2024, where I was sponsored by my local Talquin Electric Co-op family here in Tallahassee, Florida. The first time I truly experienced what an electric cooperative represented wasn't in Washington, D.C. It was actually several feet in the air, standing in a bucket truck. Looking down, everything seemed so much smaller. And at the time, I thought that cooperatives simply provided power, but what I didn't realize was that they were also investing in people. And that investment would eventually change how I view leadership, service, and my own role in communities around me today. During Youth Tour, what impacted me most were the conversations. I listened to cooperative lobbyists explain how lasting change often happens through preparation, collaboration, and people willing to work behind the scenes in service of others. I also spent the week surrounded by students from different schools, communities, and backgrounds. Whether we were exploring Washington, sharing our service experiences, or simply getting to know each other, I was inspired by their passion and commitment to making a difference. I understood that leadership isn't always being the loudest voice in the room. Sometimes it is being the person willing to do the work that nobody sees. When I returned home, I began looking for ways to put that perspective into practice. One of those first opportunities came through Bank of America's National Student Leaders Program, where I completed a summer internship with Second Harvest of the Big Bend. There, I witnessed firsthand the impact of food insecurity in my local community. I spent my summer calling hundreds of senior citizens across multiple Florida counties to let them know when food distributions were taking place. I assisted families at community distributions and often communicated in Spanish with residents who felt more comfortable speaking their native language. Those experiences reminded me that service isn't always visible. Sometimes it's a phone call, and other times it's simply showing up how you can. I was able to earn the Big Bend Youth Philanthropist of the Year award through this work. My passion for connecting with people across cultures continued through National Spanish Honor Society in roles such as vice president and president. Together, we organized community initiatives, tutoring programs, and educational fundraisers. We raised more than $2,000 for global education efforts and collected hundreds of books to support English language learners. The same belief inspired my work through Building Incredible Generations, where I helped create programs centered on mentorship, cultural awareness, and student leadership. Some of my favorite moments were not standing on a podium. They were watching younger students gain confidence in themselves and realize that sometimes greater impact comes from helping someone else discover their own voice. Servant leadership has remained important through my church as well, Life Deliverance Ministries, where I mentor youth, coordinate outreach initiatives, and serve families throughout our community. More recently, that commitment to advocacy has followed me in my first year of college. Through a local law school mentorship program and an internship at a local law office, I have worked alongside attorneys advocating for individuals whose voices are often overlooked. I have also collaborated with the Social Innovation and Entrepreneurship CoLab to explore community based solutions addressing homelessness and systemic challenges. Although these experiences appear different on the surface, they share a common thread. Each one has reinforced the lesson the Florida Youth Tour first helped me understand. Communities become stronger when people choose to invest in one another. Whether I was representing Talquin on Youth Tour or participating as a Tallahassee representative of Florida's Distinguished Young Women, I was developing the same skills: service, collaboration, adaptability, and leadership rooted in community. The most valuable thing Talquin Electric Cooperative gave me was not simply a trip. It was a perspective that continues to shape how I learn, serve, and lead. So thank you to my local cooperative and the NRECA for investing in students like me and for believing in the next generation of leaders. I am honored to be a part of the Youth Tour family, and I truly look forward to continuing that legacy of service in the years ahead.